The diverse Bright Young Thinkers, or BYT movement within FirstRand Namibia, consisting of up-and-coming FNB, RMB, Ashburton and Westbank employees, all under the age of 35, recently named their top Namibian picks for excellence in 2021, awarding 25,000 to 6 outstanding individuals in the areas of sports, arts and culture, skills and capacity building, as well as community development, under the theme Fight the Good Fight. Fight the Good Fight shares and celebrates each individual's personal journey and achievement and explores their next steps towards promoting Namibia and all Namibians in becoming globally competitive across a number of fields. Join me, Alzita Bekes, Group Communications Manager and a proud member of Bright Young Thinkers, as we introduce our 2021 Bright Future candidates through our series of talks, Fight the Good Fight. Our first series showcases Namibians fighting for excellence in 2021 in athletics, art, sports, cycling and education. Hi, and thanks for tuning in to Fight the Good Fight, a series of talks sponsored by FNB Namibia, a member of the FirstRand Namibia group. My name is Alzita Bekes, and I'll be talking to some very inspiring young Namibians doing great things in our community. Today we're chatting to Helena Tunga Mboti. She's the founder of Team Graduate, and she'll be telling us a little bit more what it is, what they do, and what her plans for 2021 is. So Tunga, welcome.
Thank you, Alzita. Thanks for having me.
Great. So start us off by telling us a little bit about yourself, your journey, and what it is that Team Graduate does.
Okay, so as you said, my name is Helena Mboti. I'm an economist by profession, but I'm very passionate about developing Namibian minds because I feel like that's the only way Namibia can become competitive, right? You need to make sure that your people think in a certain way to actually be able to compete in the 21st century. Mm-hmm. So because of that, I founded Team Graduate, which is an online education platform that looks at just more than just education, more than just giving, learners and high school learners in particular books, but also to give them support, to give them guidance, to give them career advice, and just to give them a holistic aspect of what you actually need to succeed in life, and to guide them so that they're in the right aspect and they get into the right careers. Because I feel like that's really lacking in our education system. You know, we take our kids to school, but we don't really tell them what to do after school or how to figure out and navigate adulting life. And that is very important because I think that's where the challenges come in.
So tell me, where did it spark from? Where did this idea spark from? Were you looking for a tutor when you were studying? Because you're quite young, barely out of varsity as well, right? So tell us what sparked this idea, because it's quite a unique idea, unique concept.
What actually sparked it was I had the privilege of going to really good schools, had a really great support system around myself. And so when I was in matric, I was already set up with a bursary, going to do accounting, like really set up. Yes. I knew what I was going to do basically because I had the right guidance. And then I remember being in the north one day and just looking at my cousin who was running a bar. And she was actually running a bar successfully and she was about 13. And I thought back to myself and I was like, could I do that at 13? Even with all my privilege and all the knowledge that I have now, could I have run a bar at 13? And the answer was no. And then I thought, but where will she be project 7 years in the future? Will she be able to easily get into accounting at Rhodes like I was? Mm-hmm. And I thought, no. And it's not because she doesn't have the intelligence. It's because she doesn't have the guidance. Right. And she doesn't know where to go. And she probably doesn't even know that there are bursary opportunities for her to get into a great accounting school, you know? So I just thought, from then I thought, how can I equalize this? How can I just find a way to actually get this information out to the Namibian youth in a way that's not too pricey and not too expensive for them? And then from then I started building Team Graduate, and as soon as I got out of varsity, I actively started working on Team Graduate as a platform, and we launched it last year.
So that was your aha moment, your light bulb moment. And you are an economist by training. You went to some really good schools. You're also a Young African Leadership Initiative graduate, Yali, so that's quite amazing. So someone else watching right now thinking, what will it take for me to be like Tunga? What's for me to take to have this amazing idea that really sparked out of seeing someone else's needs, realizing, putting yourself in someone else's shoes and having that like eureka moment. So what advice do you have for a young Tunga out there?
I think there are a lot of them, but a lot of us crush our own dreams. You see a problem like I saw with my cousin and you think, but that's too big of a problem. I mean, this issue that I'm trying to tackle is a huge problem in Namibia and across the world that people, it's going to take years. It's not a tomorrow thing. So as long as you see a problem and you can actually have a passion for it and you think of a business idea around that problem, you can make a difference, and it's not always just about making the money, but sometimes it's about making a difference. And I'd really like to encourage anybody that's watching, if you have a issue or if you see an issue and you can just ponder on it for a while, let it sit with you, and think of a business idea around it, you can really make a difference in the community. And that's how we're going to move forward.
Wow, you're just like gold. So tell me, what do you think, tell me a little bit about the day in the life of Tunga. What inspires you? What do you think sparks good ideas for you?
Talking to people, for me, is really talking to people, talking to a wide variety of people. I read a lot. I watch a lot of documentaries. I talk to it, like I'm very open with my life and with people, because I like to have conversations and see other people's opinions. You know, especially with Team Graduate, when I started it, I was talking to a lot of different people about it. Like, all my friends know about Team Graduate, you know? And a lot of people think, you know, keep the thing here and don't tell anyone, and people are going to steal your ideas and stuff. But it's actually important to get people's opinions and sort of evolve that way, because at the end of the day, whenever you launch something, public opinion counts, right? Yes. So you want to actually get people's opinions before.
Yeah, I heard something very interesting. Someone said collaboration is the new competition. Yeah. And that's really what puts you at the cut above everybody else, which goes back to what you were saying about what should make Namibia globally competitive in the field of education, is just starting small and knowing that your little bit has a big change, right?
Yeah, and just mindset. Like, I think education is moving away from what you know and how to apply what you know. Fantastic. Because, I mean, in 2021, you can YouTube anything. You can learn anything like that.
And we had to.
And we had, you know, we had to. You saw it with COVID, that you can adapt easily. But the question is, do you know how to apply what you're actually learning? So it's no more just about putting kids in school and, you know, having them be in a class. It's about, do they know what accounting can do for them? Do they know what geography can do for them? Do they know what history can do for them?
In the long term.
In the long term. Like, do they know why they're studying the subject that they're studying, you know? And that's very important, because also you'll be surprised that when a person knows why, they tend to do better in that subject as well.
Purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have found yours.
Hope so.
So the 25,000 cash prize that FirstRand FNB has invested in you, what are your plans for 2021?
My number one goal with Team Graduate was always to provide free resources, right? And that 25 is going to definitely go to the first 2 subjects of free resources. We're looking at definitely doing English, hopefully being able to do, you know, a little bit of maths in there. But definitely I'm going to invest in creating free content that I can put online and have any Namibian youth have access to.
Amazing. So where can people get in touch with Team Graduate?
Well, you can check out our website, www.teamgraduate.com. You can check us out on Twitter. We're Team Graduate Nam. We're also on Instagram as Team Graduate Namibia as well. So we're really accessible on all the platforms. Also on Facebook, Team Graduate Namibia.
That's where I found it.
So you can really access us anywhere.
That's fantastic. Yeah. Most people will be watching on their phones anyway, so you can just go there right now and check it out. So thanks so much, Tunga, and thank you for watching.